you have not shared the space, please try and share the space. So those of our brothers and sisters out there that doesn't know that we are live now here will be able to get the notification. The reason why we always urge every one of us to share the space is because when you share the space, it goes viral and it generates more notifications to people out there, even those people that are not even following what we are doing, but because of the algorithm, which we uh, generate more notifications out there for other people to know that we are here. It's not that maybe there is any special money that we go to the pocket of the Biafran Republic government to take that when you share the space, or maybe there's any special money that will go out from your pocket if you share the space. It is free as long as you have a data connection in your gadgets. So thank you once more, every one of us. And again, we should not forget today is a very special day, as we all know. Today is our fundraising, and also we're having a town hall meeting for our lobbies tomorrow as well. And we would like every one of us to take note of these two important appointments that we have today. We already know today is our normal day for fundraising, but we need to take it more serious now at this point in time because we can't afford to go back. All right, the Information Minister, sir, you're back. You can have the mic. Sir, your hand is up. Yeah, you can unmute if you're ready to speak. Yeah, okay. It's like the Information Minister is this somehow distracted over there. Just like as I was saying, we can't afford to go back at this point in time because we have awoken the sleeping lion. Now is the time to confront the sleeping lion and try to defeat the sleeping lion. So at the end of the day, we all can be able to go back home victoriously. So that is why it's very, very pertinent at this point in time for every one of us to take whatever the Biafran Republic government in exile is doing more serious. Now is not the time for gossip, as you can see. So many of these unregistered and fraudulent organizations that are flaunting themselves out there, deceiving the Biafran people that they are fighting for their freedom or fighting for them to get their recognition as a sovereign and independent nation. You all can see what they are doing out there. They are not even concerned about the progress that the Biafran Republic government in exile have been able to make all this while in Washington, D.C. They are not even concerned that the international community are now speaking about our lobbyist activities in Washington, D.C. They are not even concerned that the Nigerian terrorist government is not trying to fight our lobbyists in Washington. They are not even concerned about all these testimonies. And one of them is the one that our information minister played here on the space, where Patrick Smith had an interview. Patrick Smith from Northern had an interview with Arise News channel, and we also, when he was asked how effective is the work and the lobbies, the lobbying that the Biafran Republic government in exile is currently carrying out in Washington D.C., and he said is very effective enough. It's not that maybe it's just effective, but effective enough, and that proves that yes, we are really hitting the nail on the head. And now is the time for you to talk to that your brother, talk to that your neighbor that is close to you, that really want to go out from that contraction called Nigeria. Those people that wants to be free, because I strongly believe in my heart that 99% of the Biafran people, even some of the Nigerian people, wants to be free, but they don't know how to go about these things for them, to be free, because some of them have been, they have been mentally and morally emasculated, that they can't even fight for themselves, even when they have been faced with threats. But the Biafran Republic government in exile have been able, to have this a solid foundation that that their template has given to them. We have a very solid government today, a government that is being recognized. You can look it up in the American Justice of Department and database. You will see that the Biafran Republic government in exile is fully grounded in the international community, because I believe if the American government can be able to recognize you or recognize your organization or whatever that you're doing, that means whatever you are doing is legit. And America is not a country that will just recognize anybody out there that is shouting Biafra, Biafra. No, there must be something that you are bringing on the table for them to assess, to really know if you are serious and legit. If you will not come, to tarnish their names tomorrow in the name of you are for Biafra, and you are, defrauding people, just like how, Ngozi Orabueze is doing out there, how this Imam Madabu and also the defunct DOS, all these things they are doing, they are defrauding the Biafran people. They are defrauding you because they are not legitimate, and the American government does not recognize them. So you giving your money to them is like, sowing in a wasted efforts. So now is the time for you to bring all those your resources and bring it into the House of the Biafran Republic government in Israel that is being recognized as we speak today as the only legitimate entity. You can look this thing up. We are not making these things up here. In case of those of you that are not too familiar in what we the Biafran people are doing, because the Biafran Republic government in exile is also using this opportunity to stretch their hand to some of you out there that is still believing that maybe Nigeria is an option, or maybe Nigeria will get better. And I begin to see some comments from some of you, appreciating what our lobbyist is doing, what Mazi Elias Joesolis is doing in Washington, D.C. But it doesn't end there. Although I appreciate some of you that are not coming around to appreciate him, but it doesn't end there. You need to come in full and, bring your full support so we can be able to have a country of our own where our life will be respected and secured. Not in a country like Nigeria that your life can just be taken unprovoked. In the slightest unprovocation, your life is being taken. You see, all what is happening in that contraction now is not something that can be repaired, because Nigeria is already damaged beyond repair. And then that is why we say we cannot risk our life in keeping something or in trying to protect something that we know can never and never and never in this life be repaired. So that is why we are taking this route to safeguard our lives, to protect our lives, to protect our women and children, and most especially to protect our cultural heritage as Biafrans, because it's our God given right, and we have all the whole rights in this world, both local and international, to protect that our cultural heritage, because it's part of the foundation and the history of this world. And I believe those of our international, those of people in the international community that are, listening to us and taking note of what we are doing, we want them to understand where we are coming from, because we don't want our cultural heritage to be wiped out from the surface of this earth through this systematic Islamization of Nigeria that is ongoing. And many of the congressmen and women today have come to agree with the Biafran people that yes, there's a systematic Islamization agenda going on in Nigeria, just like in the recent it's like a conference that was held. Some congressmen and women were there, where they coordinated, and organized kidnapping dens all over in the northern region, where these criminals, these bandits, these terrorists, they kidnap people, they take funds from them, and and continue to facilitate their and push their Islamization agenda forward. So now is the time for every one of us to come back to our mind, to understand that at the end of the day we all need this freedom, and nobody is exceptional. My information minister, if you're ready to speak, you can unmute yourself now, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Oge Nkere. Am I coming out?
Yes, sir, you're coming out, sir.
Thank you. So, before I leave the mic for those that want to speak, please, without the Prime Minister Okechukwu Nkere doing what we are doing now and what we have been doing since our leaders were in prison, there will be no result to speak for Biafra. there will be no result to tell of Biafra. There will be no result to even stand and to call the name of NNAMDI KANU or Mazi Simon Ekpa. If Biafran people had stopped sitting at home, Nigerian government would not even talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again. If Biafra Republic government in exile had stopped doing what they have been doing, and BDF have stopped doing what they are doing, there will be no records or reports to talk about. The Nigerian government, the UK government will not have any assessment record to give. It is because we kept the fire burning, we continue to press on, we even went far more than where our leaders did not go when they were here walking free. We struck deals with the US government that did not even come to play when our leaders were. This showed a sense of seriousness. This shows something different. This shows no sign of weakness. This showed sign of courage and resilience and a determined people that are ready to do anything in the presence and in the absence of our leaders, and to move on without any prejudice, without waiting or allowing anything that has happened to weigh us down. A determined people, a people that can put their brain in gear to think of what to do while their leaders are in prison. A people that did not wait to go to prison to get message from the leaders before they know the button to press and which office to go. A people that were able to determine their course in the absence of the leaders in prison. A people that knew that a congressional testimony and briefing will make a difference. A people that keyed in to the US government policies and know what will go considering the time and the situation. Our testimony and briefing centered on the release of our leaders in prison. Can the splinter groups that answer all manners of names, can they show you how they engage the US government to the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Simon Ekpa? Can they show you? They can't show you anything. That's why we ask, have they gone to ask Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, what to do next? Dead brain followers? Have they? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke in the court the last time, he was saying they should go and join what's it called? Ambassador Group and have it to do fundraising. Because they have not been doing anything for him. I want to now interpret that message for people to understand something. These are people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had expected that they will be doing something for him. Because before he was kidnapped, they gave him their word and said they are solidly behind you. They will do this and do that while you are in prison. But when he got into prison, they did not do anything for him. They abandoned him and they were all singing Igbo presidency of Obi and Soludo as governor and Alex Oti as governor. Make Igbo land great again under one Nigeria. That is why he even came to court and said, They should go and tell them to do fundraising and send to him. But did NNAMDI KANU had to tell us to go and do fundraising for him? Did he have to come and tell us what to go and do and what not to do? Has BRGIE not been doing wonders without NNAMDI KANU telling them what to do? We take care and part and parcel of some bills from NNAMDI KANU's angle. Did we bring it to the media to come and blow it? NNAMDI KANU had expected something from this group that he called names. This avid and ambassador group of nonsense. He had expected that they would do something different. So he was very disappointed and ashamed when they had to tell him to use his voice from inside the court, inside chains, to talk to them before they will now hear his voice from there to go and do so. Hey! What a shame. You see why all of you want our leaders, NNAMDI KANU, to now talk from prison and talk from the court before you will now know what to do, because you are dead brain followers. Dead brain followers. If your leaders don't talk in chains to tell you what to do, you don't know what to do. They wasted their years preaching to morons who only followed them sheepishly without being able to determine what a radar is. But they use that radar to teach them something, but they cannot determine what a radar is or what a radar is being used for. But when it's teaching them, they say, hey, listen, listen. But in their absence, they cannot make use of radar. They put the radar now in their hands. They say, make use of this radar. They cannot make use of the radar. Dead brain followers. Dead brain followers. So, we are happy that BRGIE PM is not a dead brain follower who has been able to do wonders without going to prison to get orders and instruction from our leaders, without waiting for our leaders to speak in chains before he move and do what he knows to do. Only foolish people and dead brains wait for their leaders to speak to them from prison before they know what to do. But the BRGI we have today, we don't have dead brains. We have viable brains that are working tick, round the clock. So we are asking those accountability minions, please, have you guys gone to ask NNAMDI KANU, Simon Ekpa, what do you have to do next? Dead brain followers. You want NNAMDI KANU, Simon Ekpa to give you order from prison, so that when he gives you order from prison, the prison custody will use whatever he says against him. If he was to come out in 3 years before, they will double it to 10 years because he stay inside prison and give you order. And then you are acting on that order. And on that order that he gives you, you will now go and cut off somebody's head. And then you say it is the order that NNAMDI KANU, Simon Ekpa gave from prison. So you are acting on the order. Just as stupid, as foolish as some of you will be. You are doing a video of sit at home. Then you will be shouting the name of Simon Ekpa. You'll be shouting the name of NNAMDI KANU. Or you are going to fight the zoo terrorists in the bush or on the road. Then as you're fighting, you're now shouting Mazi Simon Ekpa name, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name. See how useless you are? So you want to implicate them, be calling and shouting their name, putting their faces on all publications that you're doing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa have won before now. They should stop putting their faces on papers and documents that they are doing and publications, because it is piling up and making their court cases difficult. But they know you will see that useless woman. She will do one big flyer. She will put Mazi Simon Ekpa face there and name. She will put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu face and name there. Why can't you just do your nonsense and remove the faces and the names of these leaders so that their cases will become easier for them? Why are you causing more trouble for them? Are you seeing BRGIE use their faces on documents and flyers that we use? No! Instead, we use the faces of our past leaders who are not alive, so that it will bring back the memory of the genesis of Biafra Declaration. So that everybody will get down to the genesis. When you see the faces of Ojukwu and Philip Effiong on flyers of BRGI, you may not understand the reason. It's for a purpose. We don't need the face of Sonny. We don't need the face of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Simon Ekpa or Mazi Nkere on the flyer. The faces we need is the genesis of the declaration of Biafra, so that you will now go back to connect the dot, go back memory lane, go and ask yourself the question: why was Biafra declared? Why did these two people started this thing? Then you will now get to understand why there is Oge Nkere today. You now get to understand why there is Simon Ekpa today. You now get to understand why there is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. You now get to understand why there is Wasirike today. You now get to understand why there is BDF today. You get to understand why there is Botuso today. You get to understand why there is Stella today, why there is Toti today, why there is Onyanyere today, why there is 1 million, and why there is Veteran today. But these people who don't know the left from the right, who claim that they are professors. I don't know how people say they are professors, and from all the professorship that they have had and many years of reading books, they don't see where it is stated clearly in that book that when somebody is in prison, you don't use their names to write documents. You don't use their names to commit crime. You don't use their names to be writing other things here that you are indicting and implicating them. But they claim they are professors and doctors. But somebody is in prison and they are using his name. They are using their names to write all kind of memo that they are writing. They will even bring out a memo that they write and say, Simon Ekpa say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say. Some, they will even put the signatures of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. That is how the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the brothers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the wife, and DOS, and Bruce Fenn, they wrote letter. They put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name. They say he is the one. He is the one that is sending letter to European Commission that they should kill all of us in BRGIA. That all of us in BRGIA, that we are fraudulent and criminals. We don't represent Biafra. We are not Biafrans. That they should kill all of us and lock all of us up and repatriate all of us back to Nigeria. This is what they wrote. This is what they did that sent Mazi Simon Ekpa to prison. So when he is telling you, will Biafra sue Biafra to court, we need to ask him, or we need to let him know that it is Biafra that took him to that prison that he is. Oh my God.
We need to let our leaders know that it is Biafra that took them to prison. Fellow Biafran took them to prison. It is fellow Biafrans that signed paper that they should be sentenced to death in prison, to death. They should be sentenced to death and sentenced to life imprisonment. Those people that signed those documents are Biafran senators and Biafran governors. Those people that signed those documents, for them to be kidnapped, beaten, and then later hauled to Nigeria, it is Biafran senators and Biafran governors. We even heard that the private jet that was used was not even a private jet of Nigerian government, that it was a private jet of a Biafran. A Biafran. So you will tell me that I should not cut any Biafran leg or any Biafran head that want to come and kill me because a Biafran cannot kill a Biafran, or a Biafran will not defend himself when another Biafran is coming to kill another Biafran, right? Okay. Then you should tell us that Americans citizens should allow American citizens to kill American, right? Because it's American. So one American citizen has monopoly of power to kill another American, and then that American should fold arms and allow the other American to kill him or her because he's American. So he should not retaliate. He should not defend his or herself. Hey, which person get monopoly of killing? Which person get monopoly of to destroy somebody? No, I don't even know Sonny very well. Before you finish planning the killing of Sonny, I will kill you first. Just be happy that I don't get the information, and the God of Biafra that I am serving does not reveal you to me that you are my problem. Before you finish cock your gun, before you finish cock your gun, I'll kill you first before you even touch the gun. Mad people everywhere. You people think that it is the time of Efejuna when they plan to eliminate Philip Effion, so that they saw Philip Effion was the only stumble block of them killing Ojukwu. So they went to go and kill him. They planned. They said, let us take him out. When we go, we ambush him on the way. We are telling him that we are going to the armory. He should go and check the armory and then release the weapons for us. Then on going there, they have already planned some other people that are in the bush waiting. When we reach there, they will just give signal. Beep! They will come out and then ambush him, and then the other ones will start claiming innocence. That is the end. When they are able to take Philip Effion out, Ojukwu is a story, because there will be nobody to stand as his right-hand marker. Lo and behold, the God of Biafra exposed them just within that same very minute. So if only the God of Biafra is not alive, that is how you will be able to destroy Biafrans that are genuinely working for Biafra. So, these dead brain followers of our leaders, please, we want you to go and ask our leaders in prison what you have to do next, because you don't have anything to do. You've not had anything to show for 2025. And those other ones that claim to be independent media rats, please continue to be independent media rat. Continue to shout wow from January to December. Because throughout 2025, this is how people have been shouting. You just come to the social media, you shout wow from January to December, nothing to show for it at the end of the year. You can only come and sit down and give the result and the report card of what Oge Nkere is doing, what BRGI is doing, what BDF is. But you yourself, you have nothing to show. You have nothing. The only thing you can tell is that your work every day is to come out here and shout, wow. You shout, finish, you go back. You now wait to see what Oge Nkere will do with BRGI. Any result that they will bring out, when they bring that result out, you jump out from the media. You come to use it to do program. So that means when Oge Nkere don't give results, you don't have anything to talk about. When BDF don't give a result, you don't have anything to talk about. When Elias don't give result, you don't have anything to talk about. When BRGI don't give result, you don't have anything to talk about. So you're dependent on what BRGI is doing to make your content. That means we are the one feeding you. If we pause for 1 month, we don't do anything. I know go see something talk about now. Salute to Biafrans. Today is our fundraising place. Let's get prepared and bring in everybody to join. Above all, we need to remind these people. Our main message is to remind them because BRGIE, their results have been enumerated by BRGIE and even by international media have come back to re-enumerate our achievement. So we are asking these other groups that are making noise everywhere, what has our leaders in prison told them to do so that their result can also come out? Or when are they going to go and see our leaders so that they get instruction of what to do? And also remind them that when NNAMDI KANU was in prison, since 2021 to when our leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa, was in prison in 2024 November. I want to explain something here for those that have forgotten. When Mazi NNAMDI KANU was kidnapped and imprisoned in Nigeria since 2021 to 2024 November, which our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, then was in prison. I will make una listen. The lawyers and DOS and the brothers of Mazi NNAMDI KANU, they say, now them be the only people we need to get access to our supreme leader. Now them be the only people where they fight for Biafra, so they are the only one that should bring message and take message. And it is what they will tell Mazi NNAMDI KANU, what they come out to say that I should stand. Now they listen, I'm going somewhere. So when you heard us say we are not taking orders from anybody in Nigerian DSS, because those that say we should not have access and they block us and say they are the people that are actually fighting for Biafra, we say, okay, take care of our leader for us and give him everything. Then allow us to focus on dealing with Nigeria from homeland and international. Are you getting the point? Okay. So our Prime Minister then, Mazi Simon Ekpa, did not go to fight them that he want to break in the Nigerian prison to go and talk to Mazi NNAMDI KANU. Since they block him, they did not want him to have access. They will destroy his name and destroy our names of what we are doing. We say, okay, make una take charge, but don't come and disturb us. Allow us, BRGI, let us continue to deal with Nigeria and in the homeland and international. So now, those of you that say our leaders in prison now, they are only your leaders, that they are not our leaders. When I say, now only our leaders waiting for prison now, now them be our leaders. That they are not our own leaders. Why? Because we have we have a prime minister. These are our people, they are moving too much. Now, I am reminding you people now that you people should take care of our leaders in prison, as you say they are your real leaders. Then you don't be our own leaders. You people should take care of our leaders. Nothing should happen to them. And stop coming to the media to use their name to write memo and to implicate them the more. We are warning. But take very good care of our leaders. That is the responsibility that we have given to you people now. All these splinter groups, take good care of our leaders. Take good care of them. Make sure you clear the bills of our leaders. Make sure you give them everything that they need. Make sure you put everything on the table that they need. make sure you clear their bills of their previous house and everything that is happening in prison. And whatever taxes that they need to pay, make sure you take care of them. Nothing should happen to them. We don't want to hear that one of their hair fall off while they are under your watch. Then allow us now, BRGIE, with the new PM, allow us to focus on Nigeria, both home and abroad. While you guys now focus on taking care of our leaders in prison. At least, that is a very simple task now. That is a very simple task. Because the work we do on dealing with Nigeria, home and abroad, is far greater than you taking care of our leaders in prison. Someone that is in prison, what kind of care are you going to take care of? What kind of bills are you going to pay for? Does somebody that is inside prison pay bills? I want to ask a question. Someone that is inside prison, is he paying electricity bill? Somebody that is inside prison, is he paying insurance tax? Someone that is inside prison, is he paying internet bill? Is he paying house rent? When I don't even know, say one person they inside prison. Now that time in bills, no, they pile up for it. So you people should take care of our leaders that are in prison. Give them everything that they need. Their bills now are minimal, now very small bill. Then allow us to carry the big bills of dealing with Nigeria and dealing with them from home and abroad, because the result and the work and the money that we are spending to make this happen, the money is too much in demand and the result is coming out massive. And it is what we are going to do in the homeland and abroad in engaging and dealing with Nigeria. It is what will catapult the release of our leaders that are in prison. So why you people just want to be the watchdog that will be watching our leaders, looking at their faces, seeing them when you go, you see, you come back, you see, so that you bear the name that you're the one that see their face. You want to stop every other person from seeing their faces. You tell our leaders that you're the only God, you're the only good person, that we now, BRGI, Oge Nkere, Sonny, is digging their graves. Make una continue to be the good guys. And they drag good guys with una. I beg, they ask whether they drag good guys with una. Make una continue to be good guys now. When you go, continue to paint Sonny black. Continue to paint Oge Nkere black. Continue to paint Snow black. Continue to paint Mazi Chima black. Continue to paint Stella black. We don't care. As far as what we are doing here is what is going to finger Nigeria and European Commission to release these our leaders. When they come out, we will settle the cause. This thing where I talk, I believe say clear well. Make I see talk am again. When NNAMDI KANU was kidnapped, they lock him up for Nigeria. DOS, NNAMDI KANU brothers and sisters, the lawyers and the attorneys, they don't allow Mazi Simon Ekpa and BRGIA and autopilot access to Mazi NNAMDI KANU. Now, they hear them. I'm telling people this one now first, and maybe I never talked them before. They say, now them be the people we get legitimate. Now them be the good people. They condemn us. If you hear the kind of condemnation that these people will condemn us to Yendu, you don't go believe. The same thing that you see that a man is doing now. He will go to Mazi Simon Ekpa, he will say that we are digging his grave, that we are working to destroy him. Okay. So these are the same playbook that DOS, Mazi NNAMDI KANU brothers and sisters, and the lawyers were playing. That is why you people had at the time that Mazi Simon Ekpa would be fighting Ejiofor, and at the time he was also fighting Ejimako. When I hear him, I'm connecting the dots now, because it's not everything that we were bringing to the media. But now it's good to explain something so that you understand. Because the lawyers were compromising with the brothers of Mazi NNAMDI KANU. They don't allow messages and delivery that we want to get to Nyendu to get to. They turn it upside down, they twist it. But when they want to use Onyendu to deliver a message to their own favor, they will come and say, Onyendu say you should do this. and you refuse. We brought a message to Man Simon Ekpa, and he refused. He rejected. He said he cannot take any order from Man Simon Ekpa because he's at gunpoint. That before he will take order from him is when he comes out. Why is it that when Man Simon Ekpa, an autopilot, and BRJ, we're now sending you message to you don't allow that one to go the way it should go? But the one that you want to come in your own favor, you will now bring it to tell us we should come and deliver it. Mad people everywhere. So the same thing applies to a chewing gum, and Choma chewing gum, and all of them that claim that they are the good guys. That Sonia and Oge Nkere and Biaruja, they are digging the grave of our prime minister. So now, this message is very clear now. You guys should continue to be good guys to our leaders in prison. Take care of their responsibility, and nothing should happen to them. They are our leaders. Yes. But since you say that we are the devil, you guys are the good guys, just like DOS did and NNAMDI KANU brothers and sisters and the lawyers. Yes, you guys should take the position now. We are giving you people that position. Be the good guys. Take care of the bills, and nothing should happen to them. Take very good care of them. Then allow us now to destroy the zoo from home and abroad the way we are doing it, because we are gaining the results and the momentum. So just allow us. Make una focus on our lane. Make we focus on our lane. Now the same way Man Simon Ekpa have been deliver this message, give DOS be this, and the lawyers and NNAMDI KANU brothers and sisters. This is how he delivered the message. I am replicating the message now to you people. The new groups of accountability that claim to be the good guys that love our leaders more than us now. You guys should take the message. Go the same way. I don't know what to happen for this. See, this life, and this Biafra, it is like in the days of John the Baptist. And then we come to New Testament. It is like in the days of Moses. Later, you enter Joshua. You enter Caleb. You just come small. You could come enter Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Revelation. Now, we don't go enter Matthew, Mark, John, Luke. So now, we are in the time of John the Baptist, and we are also in the time of Jesus Christ coming to born. So there is a rebirth. A rebate and a reminiscence of what has happened before. So I am re-echoing it again and reinterpreting it to you guys. The same way our PM sent the message to you guys that time in the name of DOS and KANU Takano and the lawyers. Now I am sending it again this time on behalf of our former PM, as he is inside prison now. I am sending this message now so that you guys should take care of our Simon Ekpa and NNAMDI KANU. Nothing should happen to them. Take care of their bills and everything that involved them. Then allow our PM, Oge Nkere, and the entire BRGI to deal with Nigeria from Nigeria homeland, in Biafra land, and in Washington, D.C., because the results are coming out and everyone are confessing. I hope this message is very clear. And I don't want somebody to come and carry me again and ask us, hey, what is the condition of our leaders are fine. And we have people that we have given them duty to take care of our leaders. We have given the accountability groups since they claim that they are the God. They are the good guys. They are the one to take care of our leaders till they come out. While our own work now is to make sure we deal with Nigeria in the homeland, in their Nigerian territory, and from Washington, D.C., and let them continue to cry until they will release our leaders that are in their custody. Salute everyone.
You think
Please.
We are not doing that?
Our finance and
if
support,
you think we are not doing that, go and send your papa to go and do that.
Very important. For us to
Go and
achieve
send
everything
your
that we
mama
have
to
to
go
do,
and do that. Don't come
these
to
have to be optimized.
I'll go
So
and Aqua Bridge. What
reach out to many people,
gossip?
talk to them, and let them bring
We are
all
telling
their
Bridge
hands
not
on
to
deck.
forget our prime minister.
Cannot achieve anything
Former
without a
Prime Minister,
Gemma.
Simon Ekpa.
So we
Now
need
you love Simon
every Gemma to be on the table. I salute you all. I'll leave the mic to the co-host.
Don't write your comment here with your
Yeah, thank you very much, my information minister. And I want to support that motion of,
people everywhere.
Giving the accountability group and the rest of them out there
your papa they remember
the obligation to be, looking after our leaders that are in prison. And if they like, even if Briggy succeed tomorrow in making sure that they secure the release of our prime minister and our supreme leader, they should also tell them that no, they don't need to come out from that place that they are. It's because of it's Oge Nkere that made it possible for them to come out. Why would they come out? Because it's Oge Nkere. They should also advise our leaders, since they have become the precious ones that love our leaders more than us. They should also advise them by the time Briggy succeed in securing their release from Nigerian prison and also from Finland prison, of which I strongly believe very soon we all will start seeing some kind of progress that will be coming out from those cases that our leaders are having in those prisons that they are currently in right now, because the Nigerian terrorist government now, they are like, soft-pedaling regarding all the atrocities that they have committed against our leaders. They are not, too stringent regarding, planning on what to do our leaders next, but they are now busy finding a way to, defend their atrocities in the international community regarding what they have been doing to the Biafran people and continue to do with the Biafran people, and also what they have been doing to our leaders. And if you come and if you put all these things that the Biafran Republic government in exile have been doing all this while, you will see that they are in the right channel and they are working for the release of our leaders and along the line, working for the recognition of the Biafran people. But some people are just self-destructive, that they don't always use their head to understand that what Briggy and our Prime Minister Mazi Oge Nkere is doing today is the only solution to all these problems that they are crying over. We cannot continue to be crying without doing something that will bring those our leaders out from there. And that is what the information minister is trying to make every one of you out there, even those that are with us, even those that are against us, to understand that Briggy is not against anybody. At least the results, the progress, the tremendous progress that Briggy has made all this while is all over the places. You can be able to look them up on social media and see how the Nigerian terrorist government are now using their media that they restricted from publishing anything Biafra. They are now using those media to publish the plight of the Biafran people regarding the diplomatic war that is ongoing in Washington and DC. And please, we would like to advise some of our people that have been deceived by these unscrupulous fellows out there, parading themselves with unregistered and unrecognized organization in the pretense of fighting for the Biafran people. They are not fighting for you. We all have seen what Briggy has been able to do. And at this point in time where we are now, we really, really need to put somebody there as the Prime Minister who will be able to stand for the Biafran people if the opportunity of recognizing us today comes. And it will be very easy for us, to have a good conversation and negotiation with whatever international community that decide to recognize us as an independent state and country. And then people back home in Biafra land, we should also get ourselves prepared for, the fund raising today, because you all are expected, to fund the security of Biafra land, because that is the responsibility that has been given to those of you back home, and you need to take this responsibility very seriously, because looking at what Briggy is doing in the international community supposed to be something that will be propelling most of you back home in making sure that yes, our military are well equipped to the teeth in case if the necessity comes up. Tomorrow they can be able to be well presented in the international community as a formidable force that are ready, to protect the Biafran people and protect the sovereignty that we are clamoring for, because that is the most important thing. We must make sure that we are well prepared to protect this sovereignty that we are clamoring for in the international community. So that is why it's very imperative that those of you back home, 500 a day, 500, 1,000, those things are money. You bring yourself together, community by community. You get this money. You look for your representatives in your constituency, in your councils. You understand, and make sure that money is remitted in the appropriate channel. And for those of you in homeland that is still giving your money to all these fraudulent organizations that are parading themselves as people that are fighting for the liberation of the Biafran people, now is the time for you to stop. You understand? Briggy have been able to prove itself worthy and capable that yes, they are ready, to make sure that they give you your freedom. And you need to, start optioning yourself out from all those fraudulent organizations that has been created by, these fraudulent people that are parading themselves. And you know them, they are Ngozo Rabeze and shenanigans, and also Imam Madabu, you understand, and even most of you in this so-called IPOBDOS defunct organization. Every one of you just need to come out from that place and start supporting what Briggy is doing, because we need that momentum. The Biafran people need that momentum. Our women and children, they need that momentum right now, so they can be able, to achieve their freedom at the end of the day. We should also not forget, those of us in diaspora, we all have been seeing what Briggy has been using those little funds for your freedom that you have been contributing to do. And I believe the effort of Briggy, we will be able to encourage every one of us in diaspora more, to do more, to increase your spending regarding your freedom, because the only place you can be able to increase your spending now supposed to be your freedom. Your freedom is supposed to be your number one priority, because that place that you are is not your place. And I believe we will have a very, very good and better life back home in Biafra land. We can be able to, to secure our land and, protect our sovereignty at the end of the day. So we are calling every one of you, to come along and then let's do these things together as one people and go back home to enjoy our God-given right that God has given to us, and also be rest assured that yes, our life is safe, and our life will be safe and secure in Biafra land. And please, if you have not shared this place, please share this place. Although we don't have much time, but we would like to, break the time that we have here, because very soon we'll be switching over to our fundraising today. But I would like to give the mic to my co-host, Madam Stella, the senior citizen, before we start taking people from the speaker section. So thank you very much. And then the Biafran Republic Government in Exile Media, welcome you all once more again. Madam Stella, are you there? Senior citizen, are you there? Please, can anyone hear me? Please, if you can hear me, can you just give me a reaction, please? I don't know if I'm still coming out. Oh, it's like I'm not coming out of it.
No, we can hear you.
Yes.
We can hear you.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, it's like senior citizen. Is that our Briggy Foreign Affairs, right?
Yes.
All right, you can go ahead.
Okay. Well said, everybody. Information Minister, well said. Well said.
Confusion.
I think that
your useless terrorist papa, they cause confusion. Zoo animals.
Our people
block wall of
who have been
I block you in all
playing.
So respect yourself. I don't want, after this week,
who have been very psychophantic.
What you are doing. Just go to Arabu Serike and Fulani terrorist page. This page is for freedom. It's for Biafrans only, and people
in the face of all that we're going through.
From
all they're interested in is
thunder, fire your papa, fire your generation.
And this is particular with the CLC people. They were more interested in stroking the alter ego of Simon. And the whole thing is just
that we know that.
Can you hear me now?
Be deceived
for the sake of impunity.
We know all of you.
To punish.
Never contributed anything during
Bridge
our
to punish
leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Mazi Oge Nkere and to punish Mazi Sani and
not had your
everybody that they
name
can tarnish.
during Simon Ekpa in fundraising.
It is
So who are you?
counterproductive.
Fulani terrorist. Get
It
out
doesn't
from here.
take you anywhere.
My thunder fire you,
Because
fire
the
your
whole world
generation.
is beginning to
Bastard.
see
Zoo animals.
that
That's why they are
Bridgie,
tying you people. Almajiri.
under our current PM, has done a lot, including alliance we're doing in DC. So the whole world is beginning to see it. So right now there is no more cover. Once the zoo media begins to carry or has started to carry what is going on with Bridgie, the other people have not, what's her name again? Ngozi Orabueze has nothing to say. She's hiding herself in shame. Her followers are doing the same thing. But because they are black people, because they are Igbo people, they are stiff-necked. They will refuse to turn around and come back to Bridgie to begin to support. They will rather hang in there just for nothing, for the sake of opposition. I remember when NNAMDI KANU was taken, our supreme leader, when he was taken, here in the US, both in the North England section and the New Jersey section and the East Coast, the IPOB administrators then, of which I was a county administrator, I asked them, I said, what are you going to do? Because at that time they were trying to kick against DOS in their own way. That was before autopilot started. And I asked them, I said, what are you going to do now that Onyendu has been taken? They said, oh, we will continue getting money and wait for him to come out. And I asked them that time, and I can't mention names on space. I asked them, I said, what if he doesn't come out? They looked at me like I was crazy. I said, what if he does not come out? Because I know Fulani, I grew up in the north. What if he does not come out? Fulani, we're not going to leave him, especially when they are well coordinated with our politicians in the East and businessmen in the East. They're not going to let him go. They said, no, he's coming out. When you say something like that, they look at you like you are the main witch. And lo and behold, it began to be clear that they're not going to let Onyendu go.
For 5 years.
And then all of a sudden they say, oh, we've gone underground. So it's the same thing, the same playbook that the CRC people have embarked upon. Oh, let Simon come out. Let our former PM come out. No, you must move on. You must move on to continue to do what you're doing, because that is the big picture that will bring them out. And I want to use this opportunity again to implore everybody, whether you're in Europe or you're in the continental US, to take a deep breath. Ask yourself the truth. Evaluate what did last year for yourself and make a U-turn. You know how to reach out. If you're in the continental US, you know who to reach out to in Bridgie, and begin to support. Begin to come to support, to raise funds. There is no shame in it. Because this path that we have chosen, we cannot turn back. We crossed the Rubicon. We crossed it. We cannot turn back. So I am thankful that what has happened the past few days. And I want to encourage everybody here on Space to become active on Space. Please go and follow MFA at Bridgie MFA. That's our foreign affairs handle. And if you're not following our information ministry, please do. If you're not following our lobbies handle, Elias, just search it there on X. It will pop up. And then all you need to do is click tweet. Then you click again, retweet. Because Twitter has been, X has been on fire for the past 1 month. And I was going through Twitter, X last night, and I saw so many people responding to so many tweets from our Twitter handle, the Foreign Affairs. People from Israel, a lot of people from all over the place. So, and even people from the zoo, for example, in the Southwest. So we have to get engaged, and let's go to the fundraising today and support what we're doing. And Chukwuka Abiyama will continue to guide us, give us vision, direct Pm Oge Nkere, direct Information Minister Sani Abarao, and the cabinet and Elias to continue to do the right thing, to continue to move forward. I head back.
Yeah, thank you very much, Minister for Foreign Affairs, for that was encouragement to some of our brothers and sisters that are still shying away from what we are doing simply just because they have made one mistake or the other in the past. But then that's not what Briggy is looking at right now. What Briggy is looking at now is for every one of you here, to make out a way where you can be able to support financially, because that is the most important thing that we need now. And it's not about position, but how to continue to finance the movement in making sure that this tremendous progress that really have been able to achieve in Washington DC is being maintained strongly. That even the Nigerian terrorist government with a $9 million US lobby that they just hired with or can never even never penetrate it. So that is what we need now. We need to solidify all our defenses, both in the diplomatic part and also in the defense in the homeland. So all hands is needed on deck. And then please, every one of us should go and follow the Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Biafran Republic Government Exile X handle, because it's very important that we recognize all these handles so we can be able to relate to the office whenever we have a question. We can just go through the DM and we can ask whatever question that you want to ask. Not bringing everything and putting it on our information minister. So that is why we have all this department, because if you need any response from any department regarding what we are doing, you can just you go there. And we have our website as well. I will also have our email as well, where you can be able to email your concerns, and then you will be addressed appropriately or accordingly. So thank you very much, Minister for Foreign Affairs, for gracing the space today with the people. Thank you very much. Madam Stella, oh my God. Madam Stella, the network is really dealing with you. Stella, the network is really dealing with you.
My network no good, my brother. She pity me.
Rage, please calm down. I'm trying to, I want Madam Stella to, come up. I will bring you up because we have people that are here before you. Please, I want Madam Stella to speak. Please, network is really dealing with her first, please. Senior citizen, are you up now? If you are up, you can take the mic.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. You can go ahead. You can.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Please
Go
let me
ahead.
just, I salute everyone. I am under attack. So I wanted to, look into the topic, if you're just joining and you're confused and you're, looking at the topic, have they gone to ask MNK and Mazen Simon Eba what to do next? Dead brain followers. You see, followers there because they have been there when Mazen Nandekan, they have been there when Simon Eba were there. But a test were given and they failed woefully. Which test? Terrorist Nigeria government kidnapped Mazen Nandekan, jailed him. What did they do? They started waiting for Mazen Nandekan. Terrorist Nigeria government colluded with Finland, jailed Simon Ekpa. What did they do? They started still waiting for Simon Ekpa to come out. So these people been their followers, but they became brain dead when they failed the test woefully. A lot of them were compromised. A lot of them were given money. And they sold their soul. So, ladies and gentlemen, what am I trying to say? They have been there, they failed the thesis, and they became brain dead. You see, all these accountabilities of Arabu Fulani and CRC chairmen, they became brain dead. In fact, they tried to also sabotage, or they sabotaged what we're doing. They kept on distracting. Up until today, they are still distracting. So these accountability groups, they have a lot of things in common, which I want to, list for all of us to really look into and understand what's been going on. Number one, both have their groups rooted in People's Club of Under Nigeria. Two, I hope you guys can still hear me. They don't want to move forward. They have been stuck in one place. They don't know what to do next. So these dead brain followers, since they've seen our Mazen Nandekan being taken, see Simon Eber being taken, they became stuck, confused, don't know what to do anymore. Another thing they have in common is that both accountability groups have not achieved anything. Look into these accountability groups. They've not achieved anything. In fact, they have been imprisoned mentally, also with our leaders. They have been imprisoned. As soon as the terrorist Islamic Fulani Nigeria government imprisoned Mazen Nandekan, they also got themselves imprisoned. As soon as the Finland imprisoned Simon Ekpa, these people also got themselves imprisoned, both mentally, physically, and otherwise. Both are waiting for the return of our leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Just like the Christians who wait for the return of Christ. These brain dead followers are all waiting for the return of our leaders. They are waiting for the return of Mazen Nandekan. Even also, they stopped funding. They are waiting for the return of Simon Ekpa. If not so, they stopped funding. But you see, as they are waiting for the return of our leaders, Fulani jihadists are not waiting. Fulani jihadists, they are not waiting. They have not stopped. They keep on killing Biafran Christians. They kept on killing Nigerian, or in fact, keep on killing Nigeria Christians. This group, these dead brain followers have stopped even their freedom quest. They've all gone to sleep. Another thing these dead brain followers have in common is that both are influenced, their leaders up there are influenced by Islamic Fulani Nigeria government. Both groups, dead brain groups, are collecting instructions from our imprisoned leaders. Can you imagine? Even a new baby Biafran knows that when somebody is in prison, that person already is under the influence of his own enemies that have kept him in prison, him or her in prison. These dead brain followers keeps on collecting instructions, whether true or false, but they keep on telling us that they are collecting instructions from our leaders that are imprisoned. That a lot of them also contributed in imprisoning them. These two dead brain groups of followers have also, two of them, they don't believe in lobbying. In fact, they called our lobbyists criminals. They called our lobbyists criminals. In fact, they said lobbying is of no use. Guys, I hope you can still hear me because I'm under attack. But these groups are not, they don't, they're not concerned about all the achievement of the Briggy, the real Briggy, what the Briggy is achieving. They're not interested, they're not concerned. You see why they are dead brain or brain dead? They are not concerned. I mean, even one will say, are they mistaken? But then looking at all the achievements of Briggy, where Oge Nkere is now the prime minister, one would like, they were wrong after all. No, these dead brains, you see why we call them dead brains? They are not concerned, they don't care. What they only care about, propaganda, distractions, lies. That's all they care about. Lamentations, tears, jealousy. Both groups are not concerned about making sure that they use our government charter and bylaws correctly. They don't care. These dead brain followers, they don't care about our charter. They don't care about our bylaws. They don't care about the Biafra Constitution. They don't just care. These dead brains are in cuckoo's land. These dead brains wants to take us back to Nigeria that we are running away from. God forbid. These dead brain followers and their groups and their gangs are not recognized by American government. Their fire got quenched as soon as our leaders were imprisoned. In fact, they are now portraying that they love our leaders more than we love our leaders. They said our leaders are for them only. They said we don't care about our leaders. Meanwhile, Briggy have forwarded a memo into American government concerning the imprisonment of our leaders and telling them to have to release our leaders. Yet, They are still portraying that Briggy do not care. Therefore, like our information minister said this evening, the assignment from now onwards is to take care of our leaders and their bills, and to love on our leaders very much. Look at their faces every time. Go and visit them in prison. Take care of their emotional and their bills and their needs, physical needs. They should get themselves busy and begin to love on our leaders. Visit them in prison. Take care of them, both and their bills. Whilst Briggy, where Oge Nkere is the prime minister now, will focus on dealing with terrorist Islamic Fulani Nigeria government in homeland and abroad. And all the work Briggy will be doing is also to the liberation of our same leaders they say they are loving on. So we have shared this work this year, 2026. So we are believing that at least now they've gotten something to do, and let them get on to work immediately. Focus on their own part of the job whilst we focus on our own job. And then they should also make sure there won't be any distractions anymore from now onwards, since they said they are Biafrans. And you understand? Because it's only them that know if they are really Biafrans or not. From now onwards, they have gotten something to do. We have given them a job. They should make sure they carry out the jobs perfectly well. Whilst we carry out our own job, at the end of the day, we'll meet in homeland so that there will be lasting peace and there won't be any distractions. So they should, this year, 2026, make sure they focus on their own lane and allow us also to focus on our own lane. So let me stop here for now. Thank you for the opportunity you have given me. I hope you guys heard me because I'm being attacked. Bye.
Yeah, we heard you loud and clear, Senior Citizen Stella. Thank you very much for that your wonderful submission. Please, we need to manage the time. Mazi Nonso, Mazi Onyeka, please let's allow Rich to go because he's calling from homeland, and then let's accord him the privilege to speak so he can go back to whatever that he's doing. Mazi Rich, are you there? Mazi Rage and Fury.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can
Go
I be
ahead.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. Okay. Thank you very much, Mazi. Greetings to you, all Biafrans. Greetings to you, Honorable Minister of Information. A special salute to you, MFA Minister of Foreign Affairs, and every other comrade that is here present. As a matter of fact, it's very heartbreaking to find ourselves at this very point we are today. But all I want to really suggest is that probably in our bylaws and charter, it should be clearly defined and stated the procedure through which one can have access or be a voice to any of our leaders in case anything happens. The procedures through which one can be a voice to them from their prison or from wherever they may be will be clearly stated in the bylaws so as to avoid a situation whereby when cases like this come up, Nigeria will just use a few individuals to, be claiming the leaders that the leaders belong to them, and other Biafrans are nobodies, that the leaders have nothing to do with other Biafrans simply because they have access to the leaders that are in prison. It's very because normally the leader should be the responsibilities of Biafra in case anything happens to them, you understand? But in cases like this, whereby Nigeria will just use few people to be claiming that in our Onyendu case, it happened now in a PM case, the former PM case is happening, you understand? So let the procedure be clearly stated in the bylaws and the charter that in case anything happens to our leaders, these are the procedures that can make one to be a voice. And the Prime Minister, current Prime Minister serving should approve or they should be aware of those conditions as well, so that in case anything happens, we can avoid all of this. All of a sudden, we don't love our leaders again. We don't love our PN again. It is Imam Mamuku and Madam Raphael, Utimpu, Ajarere are the ones that now love our leader. They are the armor bearer. They are the whatever. They are the guardian angels and stuff like that. All these kind of things should actually be avoided. A great leader is a product of the people. No matter how big a leader is, it's nothing without the people. You understand? The people make him as popular and as famous as he is. And when you look at these people, there is no effort that they have put in to see that these leaders are released. For BRGIE, a lot of petitions have been submitted, even the very day in prison, in the congressional hearing of the United States of America televised all over the world. A senator spoke about the imprisonment, the injustice that is done to our leader, NNAMDI KANU. That is international pressure. The stage we are in now to get our leaders out, no matter the amount of appeal that we are going to appeal, that is going to get them out because they are not guilty of any crime that made them sentenced to life imprisonment or 6 years imprisonment. It's just political, they are just political prisoners. You understand? So what do we need to get them out? It's international pressure. That is all we need. In case of our leaders, what did they do? Just they rose up to defend our people. Just like Donald Trump did when he gave the order to the Ministry of, to the Department of War to strike the terrorists so as to defend Christians, defend Muslims, defend the innocent civilian population. You understand? So he has no crime. So because of the political order tone, because of the political stuff that is concerned, that's why they are in prison. So no matter the number of appeals that is going to bring them out, unless you need international pressure, because of international pressure that is applied in Venezuela today, many of their political prisoners have been released. Look at what is happening for the uprising happening in Iran today. Once the United States of America step in and international pressure steps in, you will see that most of the political prisoners will be released. And those that are killed, that will be held accountable. You understand? So, but when you see people that whenever stuff like this happen, they just say they are the ones that give birth to the leaders. They are the ones that are sleeping, they sleep on the same bed with the leader. They are the angels that are watching over the leader. They are the armor bearer. They are the torch bearer and stuff like that. It shouldn't be like that. There should be clear definition of a procedure that make you qualify to be a voice to our leaders from wherever they find ourselves, because this is freedom fighting. Anything can happen. Nobody can predict anything. You understand? So as a matter of fact, it's very, very disgusting that illiteracy has really dead our people.
And your useless
Illiteracy has really dead our people. It's not the same. Let those that are serious for freedom follow those that are working for their freedom, follow those that the enemy they are fighting against has always pointed out. The enemy they are fighting against have used $9 million to hire lobbyists to fight against. These are the people that are fighting for your freedom. Any other group, any other person that is not part of these people that Nigeria has used $9 million to hire lobbyists to fight against, it's not fighting for your freedom. It's just working for Nigeria, but just trying to deceive, manipulate you. When they are shouting, they shout very well. They have to do their work, like the likes of adult people are those ones that are in an asylum camp. You understand? It's quite unfortunate. They are doing their work because they are paid to do their work. If they don't do the work, they will be sacked, and the reform will be demanded. You understand? Most of these military and police you see in Nigeria, the reason why they commit the crimes they are committing is that they have been paid. It's their work. So that is why they are doing. Not that they like killing innocent people, not that they like doing some of those things that they do. So for our leaders to be asked, it's not as a result of appeal. The only crime PM and our leader Mazina committed is that they stopped Nigeria from dancing or Nigeria army and police and security They stopped them from dancing Operation Python Dance 1, 2, 3, Operation Crocodile Smile. That is defense, self-defense. That is exactly what Donald Trump came to do. Are they going to arrest Donald Trump and lock him up for doing that? So he did not commit any crime. So no matter the amount of money, just imagine what the Minister of Foreign Affairs said, that asked US people that, so what the way out? They said they will keep collecting money and wait for our leader to come out. So as they keep collecting your money, they use the money to ship containers, they use the money to build their hotels, they prey on your ignorance. But you, as a fool that you are, you don't want to understand. You can't work with people that are really making this happen, that are making the news everywhere. That is the BROGIA. So now this is another opportunity for fundraising. Thank you very much. I yield my marriage.
Don't mind them. All their useless papa.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rage and Fury, for that.
They come Nigeria now.
Submission. I just want to make some kind of clarification regarding. It was like a question that you were asking that you were talking about our charter and our bylaws, which is the current and legal documents that the Biafran Republic government in exile is using to run the day-to-day activity of the Biafran people. And it is well stated in those Biafra charter and bylaws how secession of leadership will happen whenever there is a vacuum of leadership in the government. And then what happened on Wednesday that brought about the newly elected prime minister in the person of Oge Nkere was followed in accordance with our bylaws and the charter, and it is legally binding. And I don't think that the Biafran Republic government in exile have the right or power to stop any Biafran, because we need to be differentiating these two things. We have a government, and if you are not working in accordance to the guidelines, the principles, and the laws of the Biafran people, which is the Biafran charter and bylaws, whatever you are doing it in your own individual capacity, of which I believe if anybody, as a Biafran, if you have the access to visit any of our leaders in prisons, where they are in Finland or in Nigeria, that is your own personal prerogative. It has nothing to do with what the Biafran Republic government in exile is doing, and it cannot even influence what the Biafran Republic government in exile is doing for the freedom of the Biafran people. And I believe, and I strongly believe, that our former prime minister and also our supreme leader understand this simple fact. So whatever discussion anybody out there is going to Finland or in Sokoto prison in Nigeria to discuss with our leaders is only confined in their own personal opinion and has nothing to do with the Biafran people. And in the case of our leaders, the Biafran Republic government in exile is taking it as one of the top priority in whatever they are doing in Washington, D.C., and of which we all have seen how they have been able to present their cases to the international community that warrant the congressmen and women to be speaking about them. And it has been published on the news journals all over the world, and I believe that the world is very much aware of the unjustly incarceration in Finland and in Nigeria. And as I said earlier on, this first time, Biafrans will start seeing more progress now that the polity is being heated up in Washington, D.C. So I just want to make these two things clear, that whatever any individual is doing in his or her own capacity with our leaders in prison, no, you can go and show solidarity. If you have the access to Finland, you can go. You show solidarity to them. It's very fine. It's very good. We are not against it. If you have the access to visit our supreme leader in Sokoto prison in Nigeria, it's fine. In solidarity, it's fine. It's good. But it has nothing to do with what the Biafran Republic government is doing. And we just want to state this fact very clear to every one of us out there, and for those that are using their so-called visiting our leaders to cause problem, I'm advising them to stop, because it won't go well for them along the line. So thank you very much, Rage and Fury. Martin also.
Mazi, please, 1 second, take all your sender. So all of a sudden, Mazi success. Igwe Bukuzo, the entire Biafra Defense Forces, they no longer love Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. So now Mama Mugu and Adara fellow people that they call love Prime Minister Simon Ekpa now, right? Is that the current position answer? I don't know if you can answer that question.
My brother, that is how you can see the level of ignorance that is disturbing some people out there. So that is why sometimes you just need to overlook them and be more focused on the ball. You understand? So that is the height of ignorance that even the Biafran Defense Forces that are showing solidarity with our supreme leader and our prime minister, they are now, all of them are not saboteur. They are the good people. So just ignore those people. But time to time, we'll be calling out their foolishness and their stupidity out there for them to listen and have a reflection to know maybe if they are on the right path, on the right path. Thank you very much. Martin, also, are you there? Martin, also, if you're there, you can have the mic now, please. Mazu Onyeka, we'll come back to you. Mazu Onyeka, please, let Martin also go. I'll come back to you.
Next week.
Mazin also, are you there? Unmute yourself, please.
In any of these platforms,
if you can hear the sound of my voice, unmute yourself, please.
I will just block you.
All right. Like Mazin also is somehow distracted. Mazi Onyenye, are you there?
I will put it on that if you create future account, we will block you because
Mazi Onyenye, are you there? I don't know if I'm coming out. Somebody should just give me a reaction. Mazi Onyeka, am I coming out, please?
I change their name to become Biafra.
Okay, you can go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead. It's like these other people are.
Thank you so much, people of God, dear friends. Thank you so much,
today. So we know
Honorable Minister for Information and Minister for Foreign Affairs. I greet you all, dear friends, my ladies and comrades. Yes, once again, congratulate our Prime Minister-elect. Yes, too much is given, much is expected. We are actually doing it more than expected before fully elected.
Thank you for
and I can assure you that I will give you all the support within my power, making sure that you succeed because you are working for me and my people. So therefore, is my I'm obligated in giving you the support in as much you are working according to the law and the charter and the bylaw that's guiding this brigade. So when some people are saying something about where the people are under, why, even if you are blind, you cannot know who is doing this. Can't you follow the charter? That is why, for me, all these people, I don't see them as ignorant. I see them as enemy. Honestly, I see them as enemy. I don't see, because when something is obvious beyond reasonable doubt, you are still acting, and I consider you know ignorance. You are just birds of the same feather. Like the woman they are talking about, those who are defining her Igbo woman or Biafra woman. I think you're making a mistake. Everything beyond reasonable doubt has shown that she's a Fulani woman. And so on, she's a terrorist, somebody who is in US and you have contact with the Islamic bank that is solely used for terrorism. Can't you analyze that kind of a connection? Is she in an Arab country? That is by the way. As for some of, because somebody just replied me today, I shared about our Prime Minister Oge Nkere. He was saying the same thing. I said, okay, you are not dancing to the zoo narrative. Because, I don't know, either you are deeply moronic or you are just an enemy. You are not dancing to, you don't know when the enemy that anything these people support is not what you should support. Just like when our Prime Minister, former Prime Minister was elected, they never acknowledged him. They were as a claim. But immediately the terrorist woman says she's DPM. They acknowledge DPM. You can't analyze that kind of they did not acknowledge the Prime Minister who is real. Then the one that is fake, who is the enemy that claims to be DPM, Nigeria made they acknowledge him, acknowledge her. So at least this thing, I don't know what is wrong with someone. Anyway, like I said before, some of them are deliberate because we see accounts on social media. If there are hundreds that claim to be Biafran, some of them, mainly those that are fake. Like my lady sister said before, they have things in common. They are rooted to one court group that call People's Club of Nigeria, because I see it as a court group that enemy of Biafra. They are the people who don't want majority of nobody from that court group that will ever allow Biafra. People's Club of Nigeria. They have things in common, and also just like the same those who apparent themselves as one Arab court group that have only entry, no exit. You know, so we should understand who is doing the right thing, and also even if you cannot design by yourself, that you have your mental ability, reasoning article ability is not functioning properly. Can't you also read the charter and know what the charter say, or you ask questions? You know, so having analyzed all these things, you see that I consider them enemy. That is, I put them honestly, because I consider them enemy. Because any genuine Biafran now, even if the person is afraid, you will keep quiet. Yes, a genuine Biafran maybe he's afraid, he will keep quiet, he will not come antagonize those who are doing the right thing. You know, maybe he's afraid to speak there, I will know that one. He will not come and be an obstacle to those who are doing the right thing. You know? So I hope this interview that happened in the Zoo TV, that you see both interview and interviewer, both of them are enemy of Biafra. But that little truth there should be enough for those who are sensible to analyze the obvious, you know, to know that yes, there's something for them, that for the truth is obvious, that they couldn't hide it, are able to bring out that small evidence, you know. So if you are still saying that you don't know where to stand, I see you as enemy, and you will be treated as one, not as a single person. You will be treated as saboteur. Thank you so much for having me. Good number. Today's fundraising, please share the message and invite others. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mazi Onyekachukwu, aka Uko, the number. Thank you very much for that wonderful submission. And anybody that is still feigning ignorance or claiming that he doesn't know the real government that is fighting for the emancipation and liberation of the Biafran people, that person is just only deceiving him or herself. But the truthful people will continue doing what they are doing because they cherish and value their life the most. So thank you very much, Mazi Onyeka. 1 minute, someone, if I can see a reaction from your handle, are you free now to speak?
Yes, so Honorable Minister of Information of Biafra government in exile. They were if not be briggy, not be briggy now. You know, this time around, sometimes I would just be laughing over some you know, so when stupidity is getting to the highest order, you know, you just find a way, and you know, you just, if you don't want to talk, you just smile or you laugh. So, but the good thing is that we have said enough. What more do I have to say? They said a word is enough for the wise, because at least if you don't know, you have to go and ask. Check what is the time. Anyways, I believe that some of us, even including most of us that are here and those that are out there, have now come to understand some kind of seriousness, and how when we say we are focused, now I believe that maybe if you are a human being, if you are a human being, if you even have at all the brain of a human being, then you'll be able to articulate something from what just happened a few days ago. You see, the problem that most of us have is that when we tell you that we are focused, and when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told many of you that you cannot succeed, even though you try 1 million years from now, you cannot succeed. But the problem is that it is very, very difficult for most of us to understand. We are fighting for freedom. We are not fighting for position, relevant or whatsoever you can call it. No. Do we even really understand what the zoo and including these criminals that they have succeeded to infiltrate to be using against we the Biafran people? Do we understand the evil? And they thought that under the Biafran government, they thought that when our leader NNAMDI KANU was saying that you cannot sabotage this freedom, that this he was not talking about himself, he was talking about we. He went further to tell us that there are those who were born for this struggle, who we are choosing for a day like this. Are you among those who we are choosing? That is the question you should be asking yourself by now. Just with your 1 ejema, your 2 ejema, with your 100 ejema, with your 1,000, you ignore, you start looking for where to gossip because you want to be relevant. Instead of you to quietly do the needful, do what is right, because you want to be relevant, you started looking for group and different places to attach yourself. Now, let me ask all of you a question now. You see, if we watch very carefully, their target has always been the head because they want to get at us. They are not going for the head because they think that they have succeeded. But their plans was that immediately they get to the head, they know that so many of you, just dead brains that we are talking about, will be waiting for the head to come out before they will be able to think like a human being. Knowing fully well that exactly when they tried the first one, they could not succeed. They thought it was like a joke. They thought that it was a joke. But before they could wake up from sleep, they never knew. They thought that the baton is still in Finland. They never knew that the baton is already in the United States of America. Foolish people, including the cheap fools. All of you will be dealt with the same criminal that you people have gone and soak your hand. They will deal with all of you. All of you. And for those ignorant ones that don't want to think now, you're supposed to learn. They went for our former Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, thinking that the baton is still in Finland. Foolish people. They thought that immediately they stopped Simon Ekpa.
Mad people.
I thought that they said that he's a self-acclaimed Prime Minister. I thought that they said that he is nothing. Why did they go for him? Mad people everywhere. No, they went for him and they do their nonsense and they think that it is going. They have succeeded to get to us. Who told you? I want to ask you people a question. Even who told you that it is Simon Ekpa or NNAMDI KANU that is the Biafra that we are looking for, that is the Biafra that we are fighting for? Who told you that? So because now they took him now, they will not stop the conversion. We will not do that thing that we are supposed to do because of what? But to God be the glory. Look at how far we have gone. Even when they saw that we break through 2024 during our convention, they saw that they could not succeed because their plan was to make sure that automatically that convention will be cancelled. But when they saw the urge of those great Biafrans, those great Biafrans, including the infiltrators and all of them, they knew themselves, but they were few in numbers. They thought that they were relevant. They never knew that the glory of God, the will of God must be done. Even when they tried to bring distractions, tried to interrupt, but God, in His infinite mercy, took control to the end. It was successful. They even went ahead to even utter some evil words that will destroy their generation. That you shall never be well with them. I'm sorry for these words. Anyway, trying to dissolve the only government that is speaking for the Biafran people till tomorrow. The only relevant source, the only relevant authority that the Biafran people, over more than 80 million Biafran people, has given their consent to this government. They went to form group because they are professors and doctors and all these mad people, psychiatric hospital. Then they succeeded in they thought that they will succeed. Now I'm asking all of you, when they went ahead, they heard that now we now have acting prime minister. They heard that we have anti-man. They quickly rush. Okoko. Foolish people, mad people everywhere. They went and give their name, Okaha, big name that kills dog. That kills a child dog. According to the way we say it in our language. Okay, Okafane Buwankita. They started answering foolish name that does not even, I don't know where they are leading them to. They said, they don't want to say it's DPT. They don't want to say DPM. They don't want to say PPP. Is it the APC and the PDP party again? You see? Okay, no problem. As if it is not competition. At least as if maybe we are dragging for position. No problem. Everybody, you are not DPP. This one is DCC. It is only you that is getting authority from somebody that is inside, that is being castrated. Mad people everywhere. There is no problem. Now, for you to understand that this is Biafran government in exile and we have a constitution that guides us. We have our charter, we have the bylaws. These are the part of the laws that guides us under the international law. And it is very, very well stated and clear that whatsoever that we, the Biafran people, are doing, the Biafran government in exile, is in line. Today, we have a prime minister. Is it a surprise? Tomorrow, let me see your DPP. Come and say she's or mad people everywhere. Let me see what the mad people everywhere. I will yield my mic here, please. Thank you very much. Today is our fundraising. We should remember to be there. Please, if you have not gotten the link, try and get your link and make sure you are there. Thank you very much. May God bless each and every one of us.
Yeah, God bless you too, Mazin. And so mad people everywhere, according to our supreme leader, and then some people are saying beating that signs of madness, but we will not keep looking at them or wasting our time without them from doing what we're supposed to do as a people to get our freedom. And please, just as a reminder once more, today is our fundraising. Please, we all are expected to to participate in our fundraising today, because it's very, very, very important. The polity is heating up on a daily basis, and all we need to be doing is to be buying firewood, to be putting in the pot. So the pepper soup that the Biafran Republic government in exile is cooking for the Nigerian terrorist government, we get done or prepared on time or get ready on time. So we all are expected to be on the fundraising. Thank you very much, Mazi. So Mazi, are you there now? Mazi, are you there? All right, Ancestral, are you there?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Hello,
yeah,
good evening.
You can go out.
Am I coming out?
Yeah, you're coming out loud and clear. You can go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I'm greeting everybody. I want to say Happy New Year to everybody, because this is my first time for 2026 of joining this space. So I traveled, and since then I've not been around, no network. So I greet everybody, say Happy New Year, long life and everything. And the news of our former APM, now the PM. So there's something I want to say concerning that, about people that are making mockery, that they have impeached our leader Simon and other people. Now, let me remember in 2015, 2016, when they hold our leader NNAMDI, the first time they hold him, when this protest was raging all over Eastern region, even in Lagos then. There's this guy, one of the Amazonian leader then, the struggle, Ebenezer Akwanga. Ebenezer Akwanga came to Enugu. We had a meeting with him then. He said that, do you know, people know that all these protests that you people are doing for the release of NNAMDI is just a waste. You are just buying time, waiting for our leader NNAMDI to come out. Do you know whether he will come out, that we will stop that? What we should be doing is appoint another leader and continue in our agitation, or maybe on the process, court process can be going, but not focusing only doing protests for the release of NNAMDI. So it is now that I understand the narrative that this guy is putting. All of us will check from then till now. Have we done any, any achievement then? So we coming back again to wait for people that are saying we should wait for our PM, Mas Simon Ekpa. This thing is a freedom fighting. No particular leader is born to this thing. Or there are some people that will say they're steering. Maybe on the way something happened, another person can take over. Maybe this is like a commercial bus business that people drive. Maybe on the way the driver can even have a problem. Maybe on the way the conductor knows how to drive. The conductor will still carry the people, the passengers, and continue their journey. So what I'm saying is that people that are fighting Oge Nkere or this thing, I know the next plot they will say, even Nigerian government, on how to take our PM, our current PM Oge Nkere in, maybe to imprison him. But what I'm assuring them is now that the leadership steering now is in the USA. It's not going to be so easy for them to get him arrested or anything. But it is easy in other Western world, maybe in Europe, Africa, but it's not going to be easy for them. Maybe they will try, but I know they will fail. So for them, people that are coming against Oge Nkere, that he's a criminal, he's a power monger. No. What all of us are looking at is how are we going to achieve that great nation, Biafra? Because we know we are not going to continue to wait for our PM, Simon Ekpa. Even our PM said it. This is not even without written it in the bylaw or in the constitution. It is something that every reasonable somebody has to know, that when another leader is taken in, another one has to emerge, so that the movement will continue. Because if we want to continue waiting for our leader, PM, like our information minister explained, it will take us maybe another 20 years. They might not even release him. If they know solely well that it will depend on him to come out, they will try to delay him. And maybe 20 years after 30 years will come. Maybe by then, most of us might have grown old or die and will control this agitation. You will see that this movement has been from generation to generation, from one leader to another, and it is continuing raging. And maybe by this time that God have come to, maybe that we are having a hope that Biafra will be recognized very soon. And they are making every possible means to take our leaders away from us. So I congratulate the entire cabinet of Brigi on their steadfast to appoint, elect our leader, our former APM Oge Nkere as the new PM. And I believe he will steer the steering to the final finish. Now another word I have for him, that everybody is that he knows that it is remaining 3 years or 2 years for Trump administration. So all of us and him is going to do anything possible means to make sure that Trump recognizes Biafra before his term elapses. We don't know what will happen after his tenure will elapse. I don't know, another person that is coming in there will be somebody that has freedom at heart, or maybe there's somebody that's, so I don't know. So the only thing that we are going to do is to, as in support, full support, give him give him a support that he will work so far, so hard to make sure that Trump recognizes Biafra. Immediately Trump recognizes Biafra, the whole goal have gone. Everything has finished. Just one single announcement, like the Israeli Prime Minister did to Somaliland. I know the world cannot do anything about recognition of Somaliland. So the same thing will happen if any of the way, maybe Israel or Trump recognizes Biafra, the goal have gone. And so that's what I want to say now. And I still believe that people that are saying, if on this period that our PM, Simon Ekpa, is released before Biafra recognition, I still believe he will still take his role as one of the leaders that is pioneering this movement. So I want to stop it here, and we'll meet in our fundraising tonight. I want to thank everybody for our steadfastness and everything. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you very much, ancestral warriors. Thank you very much for that. Your wonderful submission. And I also want to, take the minds of our people back regarding what you said about our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, in one of his broadcasts, he said, in this quest for freedom, anytime he falls, the Biafran people should continue. He said that. But it does not necessarily mean that he has to die before we do something. The situation is now is one of the reasons he told we the Biafran people that time, if anything happens to him in this quest for Biafra, that we should continue. That what we want, what we need is Biafra. I don't know, maybe for people, some of our people, sometimes, I don't know, maybe they don't have retentive memory, or maybe there's something wrong with them. And let me also take us to what is happening in Amazonia. Because so many people today are now using the yardstick of Amazonia. Dr. Cho Ayaba is not influencing the action that the current government in Amazonia is carrying out today regarding the quest of the Amazonia people for freedom. Go and listen to some of the voices that have came out from Dr. Cho Ayaba since he was incarcerated in Denmark. He will say he has been briefed. He has been briefed of the actions that the Amazonia Governing Council are taking against the Cameroonian. So sometimes our people don't understand how they do their comparison in life.
Desire from you.
Have you ever heard Cho Ayaba saying that he's giving instruction from the prison? Have you ever heard him say he's giving order from the prison?
Your useless papa, terrorist papa, is
that is how
keep your
a responsible government operates. Yes, you don't take order from your leader that is being incarcerated because he doesn't know what is happening outside there. He can only be briefed of what is happening out there. And that briefing, some briefing is not even tenable or enough for him to give actions. Yes, he cannot give action because he's not in the known, he's not in the presence. To put is one together to understand how to. So they can only be briefed of the action that the government is taking in their absence. That is why. That is how a responsible and legitimate government needs to operate. And the reason why they are briefing them is to show respect and solidarity to them, the actions they are taking for their own release as well. For their own freedom as well. They need to be communicated. But some of us want to be taking order from our leader, and we are not looking in all these aspects. See the way those people are functioning and follow. We just want to talk because we have mouth to speak. Go and listen to what Dr. Cho Ayaba always say. I have been briefed. Rest in peace, Desire. You must spy. I have been briefed. Not I am giving instruction. No, he cannot give instruction because whatever instruction he gives in that detention will implicate him the more. Because the end goal, the end point for the Amazonia people is for him to be out there, out from that place. Not to keep indicting him by waiting for him to give instruction before they act. No. Even the Mandela, so many of you today are using as a yardstick. Go and read the history of Mandela. There was a government that was in charge of the movement while Mandela was in prison. And they were not taking orders from Mandela from the prison. But when the time came, they requested for the release of Mandela before anything. And that is the route that the Biafran Republic government is taking as well. Because when the Nigerian terrorist government will be bent to their knees, we will now start requesting for the immediate release, the immediate and unconditional release of our leaders. Because we are the people. that is supposed to fight for their release, not them that has been incarcerated to fight for your freedom. Is that even reasonable at all? Are some of us even listening to ourselves? So, guys, please, we should just take it. We should just take it easy for now and start reasoning as normal human beings, as people that are educated, as people that are well traveled, because they say traveling is part of education. So please, all of you should just come down and put your differences aside and understand what the Biafra Republic government in exile is doing and what they have been able to achieve through their actions. It has been positive, 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 even when some of you out there thought maybe there's something we just, the thing we just, vanish in the hands of our current Prime Minister, but he has been able to prove every one of you. Well, is that not enough for you to understand that, yes, this man have a vision? This man have the heart, the love for its people. So many of you are carrying rumors out there that is being sponsored by the Nigerian terrorist government. If it's been sponsored by the Nigerian terrorist, why is the Nigerian terrorist government bringing $9 million to counter what the Biafran Republic government is exile in Washington? And also our Lord, why? You all have been defeated. Your ideologies have been defeated regarding what we're doing, because the Nigerian terrorist government have come to realize that it's no more time for them to continue keeping silent, and they have come out to tell every one of you out there to clear your ignorance, to clear your doubt that really something serious is really going on the ground, and we cannot keep quiet anymore, because these people are taking the upper hand in this diplomatic war that is currently ongoing in Washington DC. And that should be a very good reason for every one of you out there to join the moving tree and show solidarity and support to the Biafran Republic government in the and most especially to the acting Prime Minister. To the Prime Minister, sorry for that, Mazi Oge. We have called this acting Prime Minister for so long, so sometimes it will just come. But the current Prime Minister, Mazi Oge Nkere, because he has really done a lot and also made his leaders proud. Yes, he has made his leaders proud. Yeah, and I strongly believe that wherever they are now, they are well relaxed and confident that yes, somebody have been able, and somebody have been able to take that mantle and start fighting for the freedom of the Biafran people and also their freedom. Somebody courageous like our current Prime Minister Mazi Oge Nkere, because it's a burden. It's a burden. It's a burden. Even sometimes I be sorry for the man. Sometimes I feel it's not easy. It's a burden. He doesn't sleep anymore. He doesn't have time for his family anymore. He doesn't enjoy his normal, weekend grooves, things like that. He's always busy. If they are not calling him from international platforms, they are calling him from local platforms. They are calling him from everywhere, So it's not easy. It's not that maybe he's there enjoying bread and butter. He's still working for you, and you should acknowledge that. And it's a must that you need to acknowledge that fact that the young man is really, really working on your behalf to free you from slavery. Thank you very much, and once more, ancestral warriors, and welcome back from the travel, and then happy New Year to you and your family. God bless you. Mazu Ninere, I saw some reaction from your handle. Are you free now? You can, if you're free, you can take the mic.
Yeah, can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, man.
Thank you for sharing.
Okay, thank you very much. Actually picked the mic when I wanted to, when the information minister was asking a question
that your page, last warning. Desire.
What has Ngozi Arabeze done?
Go to Arabugoro.
That's when I picked the mic.
Because I know you are a terrorist.
Along the way, sleep just take me unaware. I slept off.
Trouble, they come our space. When I was
so I wanted to answer him that Ngozo Rabeze have done something. Has he forgotten that Ngozo Rabeze created a whistle to his follower? So to them, to the gullible, useless people following her,
trouble. I don't want you several
she have done something for
What's
them.
your page?
But what surprises me so much is that when we are talking, when the word or when Biafra Republic government is being mentioned anywhere, or if anybody mention Biafra, you see those useless people following Ngozo Rabeze coming out to rant on the comment section. Today I was asking myself, is Ngozo Rabeze Biafra, is it into BLGIE? I think she said she has formed a United States of Biafra, whatever she called herself. Why are they ranting whenever they hear Biafra Republic government in exile, the government that is making things happen? So I don't know why. Other thing is about those people who are making noises here and there. I just want to let them to know that our Prime Minister created his purpose and everything we did to make this government to work is not to monopolize this government for only one man to become the Prime Minister forever. We have a government, and I want every one of them who is referring Ambazonia or whatever. I don't know the kind of government the Ambazonians are, the way they set their own government, if actually what they are running is government. But in our own, we had a charter. We have a constitution that have set up things the way it should be. When a prime minister is not around and over a year, somebody has to be there, work for to that post to make sure that things are being done properly. If it is not like that, are they telling me that Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, former Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa want to monopolize this government, want to make it only him that must be the Prime Minister? All these people have to go and borrow sense. If they don't have sense, let them go and borrow one. So I want to use this opportunity to call our current Prime Minister that he should not be bothered on what this, what is it that our information minister used to call them? He said that they are generational illiterates. Our current Prime Minister should not be worried about all these generational illiterates. They don't have anything to offer. All I am saying to our current Prime Minister is that his work is what is going to silence them. And the work is already silencing them. If you watch some of them that has basket mouth, they are ashamed to speak. Even when they want to speak, they are hiding their mouth. They don't know how to make their speech come out boldly. I saw when this useless woman that called herself Adade Oranjo that was analyzing what happened. He used a one person, somebody's video to analyze. But when that person begins to acknowledge what the Biafra Republic in exile have done about these lobbies, this woman, when she get there, she never recognized that. She said there is only picture that our current Prime Minister is only picture he's taking in Washington DC. Have he seen anybody from these senators that or these lawmakers that have come out and speak out
and mention Biafra. That is just their problem. People who does not know that there is things or there is way politics are being played. All they want is that they, in fact, I don't want to say much, Jerry. I just want to tell our government and our current prime minister that he should move on. There is nothing that happens in this life that this generational illiterate will not say. What can you point out? What can you come out now and tell me that this is what Ogechukwu, Amazi Ogechukwu Nkere have done that is against this struggle of Biafra? Because somebody like me, I have slept over it. I have think, because one thing I don't want to do in my life is to support anybody that is working against this struggle. I made that decision within me that I will not be a part of those that will betray this struggle. I can never in my life. That is why when I am following somebody, or when I am hearing somebody, they are castigating somebody or whatever, I will go into my silent places. I will sit myself down. I will begin to calculate what has this person done that is contrary to this, to the ethic of this freedom fighting. Because I can never support my $1 to anybody who is working against this struggle, because I know what it means to support my $1 to somebody who is working against this struggle. Means to me that I am being part of those that is destroying the life of our people. The reason I am in this struggle is to make sure that those terrorists, Nigeria, and those terrorist Fulanis that has come out to see that our people does not drink water and keep their cup, is to make sure that I support to see that they are no longer in existence in our land. But the worst thing that will happen to anybody, I am using this medium to pass a message to those gullible, those irredeemable followers of Ngozi Orabeze that could not know that Ngozi Orabeze is not here for this freedom. I want you to know that supporting her means supporting the killing of your people. Because you will not tell me that you are not seeing when she has recruited Caterpillar, recruited what is the other person name, Killamberry, a notorious people that every one of us know about them, and you have seen it with your clear eyes that she is working with those people. Do you not know that you are supporting to the killing of your people? You are supporting to the destruction of your people. And that is why I am saying that I have sat down and think and try to see if there is anything I can find out that Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere, our current prime minister, is doing that is contrary to this struggle. I have think about it and I could not find anything. And that is why my support is with him. All of us remember when somebody is gullible, we are telling him, well, why are you using these lobbies? You should not use lobbies. You should not make this. You should not do this. And he keep on doing what he did today. Every one of them can see that if he is a person that is working against this struggle, with all the whole power that is with him, he would have sabotaged this struggle for a long time ago. Why are you people calling him a bad name? Why are you people standing against somebody who is here? I don't know. I don't just know what to tell this irredeemable Biafrans. Thank you very much, my brothers and sisters that is here. I want us to continue supporting our government. This government is not for anybody. We are the government. Without you and I, Mazi Simon Ekpa can never be a government. Without you and I, Mazi Oge Nkere can never be a government. That is just a message I want to pass to us. Thank you very much. We must follow our law. If we must be a country that governed by law, we must follow our law, regardless of those who are crying. They just want to become they just want to be relevant by coming out in the social media. I was one of them. I attended the first meeting this useless Imam Madhabu called that the Prime Minister want to speak to Biafrans. One of the meeting I attended that meeting, you have to see what these people are doing. You will shake your head. You will find out that this is a AI. So thank you very much. I yield my mic here. I just want to congratulate everyone, and once again, I want to congratulate our newly elected Prime Minister. I want to tell him to keep on doing the needful. We need more result. We want to make sure that this year our achievement will be touched not. Thank you very much. I yield my mic.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mazi Onini, for that your wonderful submission. And again, reminding our people that they are the government. And I will urge every one of us and those of you out there that are criticizing what Biafran Republic government in exile is doing to go to the Biafran Charter, to educate yourself to understand what Briggy is really doing. And the voice of the people reigns supreme in our charter. And the reason why the charter made our voices as a people to be supreme, because our freedom is in our hands. Our freedom is not in the hands of our leaders. So whatever decision that the Biafran people have taken within the confines of the Biafran Republic government in exile is legitimate, because that is what the Biafran Charter and bylaws advised we, the people, if we really need this, our freedom. This is what you have to do in case we find ourselves in a situation where our leader or our leaders are being incarcerated unjust. So, we need some of those people need education, and they need to educate themselves. And some of the bad wagons among them that are engineering some of the ignorant ones that are coming on social media to say things that they don't know. They know these things that we are saying here, but they cannot tell their errats that this is it too. But because of their own selfish interest, that is why they are continually pushing that narrative, pushing that agenda to make it look as if maybe what the Biafran Republic government in exile is doing is wrong. But when you go to the books, when you go to the Biafran Charter, you go to the Biafran bylaws, you will see absolutely that this is what the law is telling you to do whenever you find yourself in this type of situation. And the Biafran people have taken that bold step, to elect a new leader that will continue the fight or the quest for the liberation and emancipation of the Biafran people from that terrorist contraption called Nigeria. So thank you very much once more, Mazi Onini. Good news, please. I will come back to you, but please, one of our ministers just came into the Twitter space, and would like to give him the privilege to speak. And when he's done, I will come back to you. So please be here with us. And then, please, and then the Biafra Oracle, please, and you guys should just exercise patience. Let's receive our minister, okay, to the mic. Sir, you can have the mic now, sir, there.
Yeah. Thank you, honorables in the house. Thank you. I greet you all noble Biafrans. First of all, I must use this opportunity to congratulate every one of you, all of us, not only our newly elect Prime Minister, but every one of you. You have shown the needed resilience and understanding the exact point, the exact thing that we need to pilot this liberation train to a desired goal. Thank you all for your resoluteness and defiant in following the footsteps of our leaders and doing that which they expect from us. We must continue. We must continue. Yes, I just joined in now, although I don't know what exactly the team, but what I can read here also is in line with what I want to contribute in this regard. Likewise, like I said, please, all protocols, let me not start mentioning names one after the other. You are all honorables, and I appreciate every one of you here. All ministers and both Biafrans on ground. Yes. I want to chip in this. This have been disturbing me for quite some time, at least for a while. And that is the level of understanding so far exhibited by many of us, many Biafrans, many of us. The level of understanding so far shown by even those that we thought should understand or are in a better position to know more than others. The level of understanding that we have shown is nothing to write home about. Nothing to write home about. All this while, we thought or we believe that we have had enough from our leaders. Most recently, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But it is very, very quite disgusting that many who seem to listen or be listening to him on daily basis, hourly basis, they don't quite understand what his teachings has been, what he has been talking about. But let's not just go deep more into that. Only that we should try to always have a rethink in everything that we do, everything that unfolds in this quest for liberation. It's not easy. It's not always smooth. It's never gonna be the way we want it. It is never gonna be the way we lie down and marshal out plan or the way we think it should be. It is never gonna be that way. The moment every one of us understands this, the better. Recently, following the recent developments and actions taken by Briggy, yeah, I quite understand that. We know that there must be diverse criticisms, opinions, and so on and so forth. Quite rightly too, that's how it's supposed to be. And that is also what makes us stronger and what should make us stronger. The question I now have to ask those who are in the opposite line, I will buttress it with a simple question. Using a military balance, a military idea, a military stance of what we are doing, because this is militarized resolution, a revolution. Suppose you, a soldier, a battalion, you are in a war front and your general is captured by the enemy, captured alive. We all know what that means. and you expect your general to be giving you order from the enemy's camp. You expect your generals to be dictating from the enemy's camp.
Exactly.
How you should go about it. How about your tactics? Your tactics now about your tactics. Now you sit down and expect your general, somebody to bring information from wherever he is incarcerated and come and tell you, now follow this route, go there, come with so and so number of legions, take this route, deploy this and this. Are you going to do that? If you do it, if you are a commander and you do that, it is best you know that you are endangering your life and the lives of your legions. Because you cannot say that that information you receive from your general from the enemy's camp is not going to be met with ambush. Because he was not alone. This is exactly what has unfolded, what is happening to us. In the situation we found ourselves, first, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he laid all these facts bare for us to understand. And we still cannot comprehend, understand that it is never well. It's never gonna go well when you take orders, directives, instructions from your general in the enemy's camp. Secondly,
their papa no when Washington. Now,
when you are in a battle,
they bring Trump.
You must be able to understand, to be calculative, and to read the tactics of your adversaries. To read and understand the modus, the tactics deployed by your enemies, your opponents. If you don't do that, you are going to end in a very big mess. Why do I say this? All the while, all the time, we have known that the Nigerians only antics and tactics or ideas or wish has always been cut off the head to kill the body. Once you cut off the head, you are going to kill the body. What is that body? Biafran liberation. They have always believed as long as they cut off, they lay hand on our leaders. First, they tried it on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It did not succeed for them. They tried it again with our ex-PM. It did not go well for them. What is that going to be to our benefit? Very, very enormous. One, because it is going to force them to stop this nonsense all the time going after our leaders. That is a big handwriting given to the enemies, Nigeria, Britain, whoever they are, that they should stop going for our leaders. If you are in this struggle and you still cannot comprehend this simple fact, that means you are without understanding. The best thing for us to do is exactly what we have done. To state that emphatically clear that no matter what they do, this is a struggle, this is a government, this is a movement, and going after our leaders is not going to affect anything that we have resolved to do. If we don't take this action, who knows, tomorrow, they will still come out for the next prime minister. Next year, they will still go out for the next prime minister until we will be unable to provide more And what will happen? The liberation dies. Is it what we want? The answer is no.
God forbid.
If you cannot understand that this is a clear message sent to the enemies, Nigeria, that they should stop going after our leaders, you are in a wrong
Fulani
movement.
Terrorists. There are many.
Because you are without comprehension.
How much
if you are still against this idea, which Briggy had recently doled out, you don't know what freedom fighting is all about. I've never seen anything that will make Nigeria to stop going after our leaders except this action taken by Briggy. Because it is a clear indication that they should stop, end persecution and hunting our leaders. Whoever may arise tomorrow, whoever is here today, because it is of no avail. It doesn't benefit them. So thank you all, Briggy, thank you all, Biafrans, for engaging in this act. This is exactly what we want. Again, we are a government. It is the duty of every government to marshal out ideas, projects, to ensure continuity.
They are the only one.
Not to end when he's out of the way. Not to end when that government is out of the way. That will mean the death of that organization or country. No government comes in and engage on only the ideas or projects that will end the moment they exit office. You implement ideas for the next generation, for continuity. And forming a government does not mean ownership of the government or the people. We should remove sentiments out of everything that we do. But we are guilty. We are all guilty of this particular norm, sentiment, morality. We are not saying that we shouldn't be moral, gifted, or morally sound. No, but it doesn't augur well in governance. What is needed in government is due process, rule of law, regulations, and enforcement. If these things are missing, there won't be in government. We can only have anarchy, totalitarianism, and all what's not. So please, I beg you all to please understand that this is for the best interest of what we believe in and what we are striving to achieve, liberation of our nation. If we don't follow this path, that means we haven't understood anything that will ensure our progress and achieving our goal. Once again, thank you. Let me not speak so long. I'm just scared. I just don't know why some people will still be going against this development. This development. Though everybody is seeing the impact, seeing the success so far made within a short time. We still love our ex-Prime Minister, Simon, but there's no doubt about it. Nobody is taking anything out from him, but we must understand that his being not on board does not mean that we should continue waiting until he comes back. It is never done. NNAMDI KANU is also there. We are not waiting for him to come back to continue where he stopped. Why can't we just agree, learn, and stop every time attaching sentiments to our actions and beliefs and way of doing things? Thank you, Biafrans. Like I said once again, I warmly, wholeheartedly congratulate you all for this heinous feat. It is deserved, and that is what we need. Thank you. Thank you once again. Ndewonu.
Yeah, and thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Information Minister, sir, are you there? Okay. Guys, please, our Saturday fundraising will soon be coming up in a few minutes time from now. So please, we need to manage the time from here now. And I would like to give those of us that have not made the submission 3 minutes, please. Let them stick to the time so we can be able to move to our fundraising, please. Good news, are you there? Good news, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Am I being heard?
All right.
Oh, good evening, Biafrans. God bless everyone here. I am very happy to be among you guys. And this development is a blessing. Not just a blessing, but that's the way forward for all of us. And anyone that does not support this, definitely as a government, there will also be an opposite people that will not support everything we do. And there will be the people that will really fight for it. Get even when Biafra comes, we still have the people that will disagree with the party that will come up, and there will be other party that will also support. So those that are not supporting, we should expect it to happen. So it's a normal thing. Everybody will not agree, but majority carry the votes, and those that have been fighting the fight, they have already accepted. So our prime minister has been elected.
Hey guys, I was far away. Oh, we need to end this space now because of the time. It's time for fundraising. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I've called you earlier on, but it's like you're far from your gadget.
Yeah.
So,
I just got
but
back.
we are rounding up now.
Okay.
We are rounding up.
Let's bring it down. It's 7 p.m. already.
All right, sir. Sir, like, are we? Should we bring it down now, or you're giving us a few minutes, like 5 minutes to round up?
No, we can't exercise another minute now because it's 7 p.m. already. Zoom has been open for over 30 minutes. So wrap it up.
Wow, yes, we are sorry, sir. Although we have tried to call your attention. Yeah.